Hey, this is Rashadim. Welcome back to part 2 of the Business Credit Builder. To pick up where we left off, we will start back with our phone number and our national 411 registry. So let's go ahead and get back to there. We're going to use our Business Center, our Business Credit Builder area to get there. I believe that was under step 1. All right, and that'll be step 1.5, business phone and 411 listing. Now for this one, we use Freedom Voice. You can do all of these things and submit directly to National 411 directly from here. But we've already done it independently. You can just log on and do it. Now, I did want to go ahead and show how we use the Freedom Voice. We have a couple other phone services that we'll pull up later when it shows more about the investing side of the real estate. But let me go ahead and show you the Freedom Voice. So when you first log in, under your messages here, you'll be able to see all of your recordings that you have. You can click them, you can listen to them, you can add them, delete them, you can see the context. So if they spoke clearly before you even listen to them, you can go ahead and read them. Now, there are other properties for this type of system that are pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. See where we're at here. We have our extensions. This is what I'm looking for. You can add all the extensions you need. You can go to your voicemail boxes, your call announce, menu defaults. For a lot of these things, you'll be able to add particularly for the individual extension. So these are good things. We also have our call forwarding. You can add that to whichever number you need it to be. My particular assistants for this company are in a different area, so I have them use this number, There's just a lot of good things that come along with that portion of Freedom Voice, which is why we pick it. From my understanding, RingCentral is very good. I've never used Vonage. Excuse me. But we do have business partners that have used RingCentral. So that just, gives you other means of who to pick and what we would call our partners in marketplace under this layout. You'll be able to see that here, actually. They make it real convenient. So regardless of step, or if you're doing it for this business or a friend or whoever, you can say, I want an accountant. You can click that and it'll knock it down to the 3 accountants that they have. Or you can say, I want someone who does software and take out accounting, Or you can say software email marketing and see if they overlay, and they do. So now you know that these people do software and email marketing. But back to where we were. So we don't have it drag on too long. It is a fairly robust system, not complex. It's put together really simple, but it's a robust system with a lot of different avenues that you can exploit in a lot of different ways. All right, let's go ahead and move over to our 1.6 step. That'll be the website and the email. Now with the website and email, for us, we're going to go with our GoDaddy, because we use GoDaddy for a couple other companies and websites, and it's really easy. We also use other things in investment that give us websites. So we have a couple of disposables that we use. However, this is our website for this company. This is our GoDaddy email. If you did not want to use GoDaddy, you can pick from the vendors here. They got Google Apps, Squarespace, and Jet Digital Marketing. The cost varies for all of these. That's an upfront and a subscription as well. Same with GoDaddy. Let's take a look at our website. I think this is what we have here. Yep. The Crescent Company Consultants on Demand. You guys know the name of our company is Crescent Consultants Company. Personal consulting for progressive entrepreneurs such as yourself, right? We want to figure out how to get the most productivity out of the things that we already do on a day-to-day basis, more so add in extra things to do on a day-to-day basis. So this is the quick website. It's not too much to it here. There are a few different tabs you can go to learn about what we do. But for the most part, whenever you're making your company, you are going to need a web page hosted that people can contact you at, phone number that they'll be able to reach you at. The general things that go along with the company. Let's get out of there. All right, our next ones will be our business licenses. Now, as a consultant or educational and training, we don't need any licenses. Depending on your business, excuse me, sir, as I get over these allergies. Now, depending on your business, you will need the licenses. Some of you guys who may be listening to this already know that very well. You're already past company number 1 or 2, and you've had to have licenses. For us, we don't have any, but so we would be able to put save and continue. But you could go to city applications here, and the cost will vary. As you guys already know, you can always search out what you guys need here. So this will be for the government or for the state. We'll just go ahead and check out the state just to see a little example here. Let's go ahead and pick alcohol and beverages, the TTB. All right. Go ahead and log into permits online and then register. Of course, costs associated where needed. Yeah, if that's a driving school and you need your personal teacher's permits, or if you're teaching CPR and you need your permits, this will be the general steps that you're going through when you're building that company. So it's not too much to explain there. That portion is pretty straightforward, and it's only cost dependent on the type of license you get. So that's a good thing with that one. If you're creating a consultant or a solutions company, you won't need any licenses there. All right, business bank account. For this particular company, and a lot of the companies, we like to use Chase as far as the brick and mortar, because it's easily transparent for the Equifax and everyone to be able to get access to. Of course, there's better financial decisions when it comes to banks, such as non-brick and mortars, your online bankings, or your cryptos or things of that nature. But for these intents and purposes of building business credit, a brick and mortar bank is one of the best options for us. As you can see here, we went ahead and used Chase. It's just your basic stuff there. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And your business merchant account on step 1.9 will be more reflective of what you have at a storefront. So for us, because we don't have a storefront, our storefront is essentially the homes that we invest in. So we do business on the go. It was a good idea for us to pick Square as a merchant account. You can take cards today. I'm sure you guys are familiar with both of these. If not, they're easy to look up. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can pull up one of these really quickly. Excuse me. To show you what we have here. We don't want to get started. We already have one. All right, so this is squareup.com. You may be familiar with these as you stick them in your phone and swipe people's cards and things of that nature. So with this particular dashboard, if you're familiar with it, once you log in, you can do a host of different things. Virtual terminal, invoices, deposits, all these different things you can do. We don't use this in this company. We do direct deposits for everything. But when we start using our virtual terminal, we will have to use it. And also, to even get qualified, you have to have it. This portion of the business setup as well will go pretty into depth into what you're going to be doing with your business. And that's part of the business background check, is having a merchant account. All right, and 1.10 is the wrap up for step 1. So by the time you're done with step 1, you can go and get a decent line of credit that's not liquid and start doing some investments. And we'll get to some of that here in a moment. But basically, the wrap up will be checking out everything. It'll have the videos here. It'll have the transcripts there and an acknowledgement. You can go ahead and acknowledge that and you'll be good to go. So it's going to give you a reference. This is a reference to start your company, or if you use this company to start your company. It's also a reference to get back into it and change anything that you need to change. And I want to mind you that this system comes with help. As you may be able to see the green box here, that's a help desk. It comes with help as well as they will email you and call you if they feel like you're taking too long on steps or things are time sensitive. It'll be a singular point of contact, which is usually me. If you're hiring our company, then I'll be the one that's handling all that. Or, it could be you handling each portion of these steps. Each one of these steps may have different time frames that you need to hit as well. So let's go to step 2. So that's where you're going to establish the business reports. So as you can see here, this one's much shorter. The majority of all of the work is in step 1. That's where we really work on blasting through to get you on cruise control. But you have your Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, Equifax, your basic credit talk. This is where we get into getting the real numbers together, such as your DUNS number, using your EIN and your BIN and things like that. So you'll submit it. It'll ask you about some things with the secretary, and it'll also always give you links. So you can go ahead and open up a link, and it'll show you where to apply for your DUNS number. If you happen to already have a DUNS number, then it'll say company update or credit signal, and then you can just log in. It appears we're already logged in because it shows our DUNS number here, so I'm not going to click it and get into our free alerts, but this is where you see everything. All right, update report will be the same thing as well. Our Experian is a little bit different. That's going to be this one here, but let's go through the page and we'll show you what our instructions are for it. Does your business have a profile with Business Experian yet? Now, each one of these steps are going to be setting a question, because you're going to be giving an answer at the bottom, so you can get real comfortable with this format. You'll put whatever your answer is in there, and if you don't have an answer, it'll say if no, then it'll give you another thing to do or another reason, and that always helps, Let's see what this one's about. All right, so this one has pricing. We don't want the pricing. I know how to look them up separately from this website, and it'll just show pretty easily. This is our Experian. So on our Experian, our trade line's already showing with our BIN. This is our Equifax. You can see before they update it, this one